to make it look sinister again for Fragsters. Or will it be the Danish lineup directly running through this or not? Ready Faction and Co are ready. Let's see what Refresh and his boys gotta say about it. And Ready Faction going for a very aggressive sort of play. They already have that IV information. That should be an instant rotation coming in. And that Ready Faction is there. It's gonna be a little bit tougher there on the B side right now, because they're gonna make the move very quickly. They should come to the ramp. There it comes. Deals a good bit of damage. Puts Dragonfly down to 18. Bubsky finds Hellcirk as well. And Bubsky gets another one onto Samus. So it's getting a little bit tricky right now. The Glock does its job. Backer is on his own. And he needs to fall back. That should be, right now, the crucial thing to do. You have still a good bit off body armor. Try not to lose it unnecessarily. And mid-air. It's Refresh finding him. 1-0. The Fragsters taking the lead with this. And therefore, having a comfortable 3-0 to come up with. Players right now going for that aggressive one. Oh, it's gonna be Backer necessarily hitting shots, doesn't do so. Yeah, Hellcirk is not that known though, but Torben is 100% aware of it, and then finds him in the end. The Eagle as well as Sotka with the SPS. Oh no! Oh, Sotka, no! Those shots, they need to be clean. And long range duel with that Deagle, not so comfortable. Dragonfly takes him out. Now we got a tech pause coming in. The tech break, quite necessarily. I don't know how it is for you, but it's so goddamn hot right now here in Germany. Jesus Christ. Imagine playing a fully concentrated BO3 in a warm room. It's horrible. And having this 2-0 lead right now, Fractures, I mean, they previously had that already. Back on Inferno. Probably communicating right now with the admin here. Bubsky asks for some sort of rerun with Torben in this economy. We're gonna wait. Yeah, we're gonna wait right now because Fractures logically, when that Torben and his entire setup is reset to the 2-0. And hello, starletter.com. Whoopski is kind of unhappy. Let's see what kind of commands to try. So we got exclamation mark commands, vote kick, try exclamation mark caster. No, but for real, we're just waiting for this to go on. Vote score 62 Nordavind. And Torben is like, let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. Unpause it is. I hope I one-tap Torben with USPS now. Let's see if that is going to be the case. Torben had a gun, he had armor, he had everything, and now he's brought down to... He doesn't really buy. Subcat and Co. Not really going to benefit from Torben not having that economic disadvantage. It's still going to be pretty much the same. Zotka gets refreshed. If Torben dies, it would be kind of sarcastic. Torben now pushes through together with his team, trying to make those USPS shots work. Backer nearly does. Zotka already faction. Not gonna have an easy time tapping, or more likely trying to tap in the way it works with one, but there comes a spray, and Torben, he gets himself ready faction. 3-0 for Fragsters. And there is the buy from Nordavind. Now the CTs can show us what they're able to do, and I mean to get you really on a level to know what's up. The team of Nordavind has played this map 5 times in the past 3 months, winning 4 out of 5, beating Heroic, Imperial, and Absalon. On a less more interesting note, also Conquer. In general, we could say the team very capable of playing this map. Halcirk not very capable of finding that first very important shot right there. It goes deep, barely does damage. And now it's going to be the decision by Nordavind. Do we send another player over to the B site and keep A little bit more vulnerable? That seems to be the case. Fragsters are going to execute. There's going to be a mono just in front of Becker, who plays it very aggressive with barely having anything. Yep. Gets taken out in the end. Savis comes by, and now the AWP from Halcirk to perform some sort of miracle if you want to stop Fragsters from gaining another one. Bubsky going in and out of his teammate. Ready faction hitting 2. Ready faction possibly hitting a third. Not going to be the case. But dealing major damage for his team and now making it very possible. Dragonfly finds Savis though. And 2 AWPs retaking with low HP. That's a tough task to really get yourself onto. Stavin taken out. Another op to find. Dragonfly was not known. And yeah, there is no kit onto Zotka. Trying to force out Dragonfly. He's not gonna make any more moves. He's gonna fly back home. No reason to lose that gun. Let's leave. He's gonna keep it. Fragsters with the 4. Major casualties on their side. I'm just randomly reading that the guy Jovo was betting 450 crowns, and Nonsense is about Nokias. Welcome to Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Stavin, oh, they're feeling very welcome right now on train. That lead, decent. Zotka not hitting his shot. Ready faction is there to assist him, and Zotka stays alive for a little longer, and therefore I'm still alive in this. So it's only Bubsky alive, and that's a bit shocking. Bubsky, no, that's gonna make the team have the right kind of clear idea where they're coming from. Back rips his head off. Nordavind are not seeing their opponent taking the pause. And that 4-1 start for Fragsters is very decent. Nothing to now say that's going to be removed in any way. Later on, we're going to see Euronics, by the way, fighting the Dream Eaters. And I'm very excited for that. First of all, because it's Euronics. Because it's Christian Crispy Schmidt, Joseph Faven Bauman, Oliver Kazuya Heck, let me get that right, Marco Cressy Georgievich, and Sabit Murbit, and his last name is very bad for me to say, Koktasar or something like that? I don't know. We're going to see Euronics versus Dream Eaters later on. Right now, we're going to see Fragsters and Nordavind fight on their second map, with a possibility for the Norwegians to get this one big time. Becker finds himself that one to Dragonfly, right? A faction. Same with Torben. Suddenly only 2 alive for Fragsters. And this is something you not really want to see when you had such a great start, such a great lead, and you once more seem to fall apart. Same as we had it on Inferno. Refresh. It's going to come in together with Stamina and trying their best right now. Stamina as well as Refresh. The 2-man execution is going to be a little bit tougher. Especially as Ready Faction. Zotka. Just waiting for those angles. Barely need anything to check. They got every single angle sorted. And that's the point in time where you actually could consider saving this. Let's just benefit from that in the following round. Talking about it, Free Fresh finds one, but Stabin up on the blue wagon is going to have a hard time. Spotted Zokta finds him in the end. 20 more seconds and he wants to go for that. He wants that bomb plant. And he might be able to get it because no one is nearby the bomb site. 10 more seconds. Stabin need to pull through. And he somehow does it. He fakes it. And that allows us the team to come closer and closer. Stavin with another. Becker pushing through. Stavin is not gonna find it. That would have been too beautiful. But it's gonna be denied. But way too close. And Fragsters, they hate this. You definitely don't like it when you are actually up 4-0 casually. I mean, it's not an insane start. It's a quite decent start, you have to say. Now Bubskinko going full throttle, max speed, 2JZ engine kind of aggression. And still getting so many frags here. That's quite decent. Just clocks, taking out 2. Faction and Zevis falling during it. You probably don't love it in that situation, but right now, Fragsters, it's no time to really get diligent. Find the weakness in Nordavind's setup, and therefore be able to do so. And we got the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. Faction has picked up something. He has found an AUG in the loot crate and put a 4x scope on it. He found somewhere in a house. Probably somewhere in Kameshki or so. The AUG in hand. The man is now going to deliver. Scoped rifle on the CT site. There, tries to find the first one. You hear the sound. You're certainly a little bit confused. Like, what is this gun? Then, Ready Faction, I'm like, oh, that's my AUG. I hope you like it. Refresh. And Zotkas. Be a very bad one right now for Nordavind, because but back deep, Savis is still standing. It's getting a little tricky right now. Savis taken out in the end. Ready Faction as well as Hellswork probably should consider going for that safe. And I'm astonished that he plays this gun for real. Steven, yep, at least getting taken out. It's a little bit hurting the T economy. That's Ready Faction getting Dragonfly as well. Just benefiting from this, because right now, C3 players need to reinvest. Basically, he can't buy full armor and AK. It's not so great for Steven. As it's gonna be now Ready Faction on his own. It's gonna be hard. Does he find it? He does! Oh, Ready Faction. It's the Arc getting the triple, and it's Nordavind securing number 4 with this odd but very special gun. And even the op saved. Ready Faction, what kind of man he is. He says, you know, screw what the majority says. Screw all of them. I use the Arc. I like it. Torben and Co down with those Deagles. It's now time to make those ones strike and shine. Get those frag movie-like clips. Ready Faction. It's now kind of all down to the M4. And with 120 left in the clock, I mean, it needs to be one hell of an explosive push by the Fragsters coming in. Torben, Steven, and Dragonfly. I mean, the free men still have a good opportunity, right? It's not that much over yet in such a round. You need to be just performing with those pistols big time. Halsrichter finds Torben. There it goes. Tied up it is. And with that tied up situation, Nordavind once more faced a 0-4 situation in the beginning. An 0-4 situation mostly being very uncomfortable when you think about it. Sotka and Co. are facing a well-armored Fragsters again. Bubsky getting the first one to Sevis. Jump boosting there. At the same time, into Ivy. Zutka's seemingly not aware that they're still stabbing over. With Torben as well as his teammates still alive, it's going to be a little bit tougher. I mean, Torben needs to be hit off guard. He probably could imagine that Hellsword pushed through. 2 ops are a little bit difficult. He's just passing by for connector. Torben comes, perfectly timed. Hellsword hits the shot, same time, Ready Faction finds the other opponent. Well done, and therefore 6-5 it is. Nordavind 100% focused, it seems to be. Consistently getting Fragsters down on their knees. Another one of those buys here at. See the pistols focusing possibly onto Popdog. Exactly what they're doing. Ready Faction with the AUG, tapping away one. How much are we going to tap? Another! Ready Faction gonna reset his spray there. Rather switching over to the P250 at that point. He's tapping away refresh. Torben can say, oh guys, how am I the only one alive? And he is the only one alive and the last one dying. Nordavind's seemingly good on this map. The lad was doing so goddamn well. And the entire team. I mean, it's their pick, right? Nordavind, they know what they're doing. And they seemingly have that kind of feeling of playing comfortable on this. What we have to really point out, and that's kind of brutal, Nordavind needs something along the lines of a 10-5, 9-6 scoreline here. The problem is, Nordavind is 30 percentage points worse. That's a good bunch. 30 percentage points worse on the terrorist side. Fragsters could massively benefit from this. As we're seeing, Becker. It's taken out, though Steven executed just previously. He tries to get the right kind of angle. He sees the shadow of Hellsword. He just wiggles around it. Ah, that's a little risky. Hellsword not dying by the grenades. It's gonna get a little tougher. Hellsword, Savas, and Ready Faction. They got 4 opponents, and technically speaking, their focus should shift over to that side of B, because they heard all those guns back on the A side, now making the move. Hellsword's gonna be the only one, 22 HP to make it work. Blind he is, but he got the cross, and the players need to pass by. The smoke pops. Player from up on top. They fine at that point, and they're doing it right, Fragsters, not over peeking at any circumstance. Savas and Ready Faction, all of them having scoped guns. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do this retake. Ready Faction tries and tries and tries. Hits a few shots there and there, but it's going to get a little tougher. They still have that Molo. No one on Fragsters does, so they can't do that from the top right now. Savas hits 1, and it's getting a little tricky with Ready Faction getting another. The Molotov happening, Hellsword hits another, and Torben, he's the last man alive in a 4 versus 3 situation that looks so beneficial. Torben can find it, and Ready Faction, he saves the diffuser. Nordavind, not on the site, man disadvantage, still retaking this with 2 ops and a single AUG. Once more Ready Faction with the teammates saving the day. Fragsters just shrugging, asking what the hell happened here. Insane work. Nordavind deserved that half already. Another one coming in, Hellsword dying. It seems like that B-side might be taking quite fast. Becker, come over. Dragonfly, he has the right kind of idea. He knows what's up. Suddenly it's Savas. The previous situation already seemed tough, but it was retrievable. Nordavind. This one, impossible. Just goddamn impossible. You know why we have the time? Previously to this game, talking to the coach of Nordavind, and Rosie said, Redifaction, as he is one of those insane lads, he has insane aim, he's on the same level as Croman, also range, just aim-wise, but he lacks experience. I mean, the guy is very young, and as I'm talking about, it just interrupted the Sevis, what are you doing? He went to Japan, got himself the ninja education, and secured the 9 to 5. If you aren't tilled after this, then I don't know. You know, you want to tell a little story about one of your teammates, and suddenly you come in, swipe just on the side of B, smoke it, and say, what up, how are you doing? I'm just going for the ninja. You got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. I think we just delayed a story about Redifaction. And Sotka, he's not trying to hit the shots for the molly, not gonna be the case either way. I'm stunned how situations looking horrible for Nordavind turn out in their favor. With the 95 being the case and a man's disadvantage now existent, Fragsters once more pushing, and Becker taken out. Sevis takes a little bit of an off angle. We're coming to the other side. Halcirk. This time no ninja for you. Not this time. I usually have the music turned off, but new update, you know how it is. And there it goes. I'm still in trance of that ninja round. It's time, Nordavind. It's time for you to start shining and get those terrorist rounds up ahead if you want to come out of this 2-0. Dragonfly starts off with a big pain in the face off Becker. Trying to make those Glock shots spray through. Oh no, he's still alive, and Dragonfly somehow gets those frags. It's gonna be Halcirk on his own. Tries to tap away a few, but hard to imagine. But you know, I think impossible is not a word we're allowed to use in this anymore. Stabbing from behind, rips off the head of Halcirk. Oh, Nordavind. Sotka and Co. It's your time. We had this previously on Inferno working out somehow. Stavin and Co. It's their time to shine. 9 to 9 would seem very usual, very reasonable, very understandable. Nordavind's straying around with most of the players, hoping for any aggression. Fragsters to come in. Nordavind found himself something towards the B side, gonna keep himself close towards the bomb wagon. Once Bubsky pops the smoke. Still 50 seconds left. Nordavind didn't collect all their forces yet. Only 3 players pushing the B side would be a little bit odd, to be very honest, because when you are already kind of weakened by the guns you have, you need to collect your forces, put them in one, therefore make it work. Aggression now coming. Torben is going to stay back on the side, all the utility to be thrown. And Sotka, oh no, they're faking. The kings of fake are striking, and Nordavind are going towards the A site. And Fragsters are like, hold on, we already had this a few rounds. He does it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Stavin is going to boost it up, possibly taking out. All the players pretty much trapped there in connectors. Sotka has the kind of idea. One coming from behind, finds the head, and gets himself refreshed. Brings it into a 9-7 in favor of Nordavind. Bomb is still down. Frags to be found. Savis is there to get a few. Low HP on one, low HP on another, and this could be Radifaction and Halcirk doing this. I'm getting astonished the entire time. And one guy is defusing. Radifaction, he finds it! Nordavind, you are geniuses! You went to Harvard and you somehow studied how to perfection any of those fakes. I love it. If Nordavind is not being called fake wind or something, if that's not going to be the new meme, then I don't know. This is the third time they have tricked Fragsters. And this tilts you. I can't just believe that this makes you so goddamn mad. This game keeps on giving and giving and giving. In situations where you think Nordavind lost out of this, no chance, somehow they always find a way back. And you have to have this kind of feeling, you know, this kind of spirit to always do this. It's incredible. Sotka, a lot of his teammates might just run in a bit of big opposition. Dragonfly keeps his patience up high. He hopes the players are running into him. Sotka, you need to check that corner quick time in case you go there. He does. Takes a lot of damage though. And that's not that great. Staffin finding another one. Finally, frags are happening on the Nordavind site. Fragsters dealing major damage in such a round. That moves extremely well. Great kind of idea. Becker gets the understanding. Torben. Coming in. Can't find that one. Bubsky got himself that AK, and he could become just a hero for the team. Comes by. Radifaction. Comes at the right moment. Perfectly done. 10-7 it is. Which extends to 11. My god, Fragsters. And 11-7, Nordavind getting in the right direction. Really, really getting in the right direction right now. That buy from Fragsters should be secured. Nordavind getting a number 12. Then they have a 5-point difference at hand. And so far it's not immense yet, but it's quite decent what kind of lead Nordavind found themselves. Imagine, Fragsters were up 4-0 in the beginning. 4-0 start is quite phenomenal. And at that point it looked like maybe it's gonna be Fragsters taking this home. Nope, not at this point in time. Bubsky, the rest finding at least one. It's gonna be Torben getting ready faction. There's a one-on-one standing in the smoke. Stavin is now exposed, found, and taken out. Alright, coming in once more from Fragsters. Let's see what the Danes can come up with this time. They need to find some very strong sort of play. Not from start on. Don't forget, get yourself on GG bet, your bets. You can get yourself quite decent odds. But enough with that. Alright, let's switch back to our game. It's going to become interesting. And Hellsirk and the rest of the team, they definitely have one hell of a strong opponent up ahead. Backer down to 67. The spray from Bubsky worked. Fortification of the A side it is. And the question we have to ask ourselves, is this going to be once more fake? Will we once more be all bamboozled or not? First bamboozle coming in from Backer. Gets himself free flashed while he finds Sevis, the Mach 10 guy taken out. Manufacturing on the SG. So now comes in with the Swiss gun. Lines up the smoke, goes a little to the right. I'm very excited. What are you going to do, Radifaction? I can hold myself back if this is going to be once more one of those fakes or not. Smokes the connector section. Now they're pulling through with the B side. Bubsky is way too ready for this. Finds another Radifaction, at least with one. But then he pulls out his knife and is like, please don't, but Nordavind 12-8. Fragsters coming closer and closer. Stavin. His team right now needs to be once more on top, because the problem would be if they start striking too goddamn well right now. Bubsky come on, finds himself ready faction. Stavin is waiting for the right timing, not for the smoke, not against the Norwegian lads. This is where Refresh might consider to run away with this gun, exactly what he does. 13-8, Nordavind. Picking up number 13. To be very honest, when we got into this game, I considered many things to happen. To be very honest, I saw a 2-0 victory for Fragsters. This team is actually quite strong. No doubt about it. Fragsters is not a team you easily just beat. Somehow, the team continues to strike, continues to come at the opponent so goddamn well. And as you see, they make it work very quite often. Also, finding Dragonfly, making things look dark already at the start. Rebecca taken out. Yeah, it might just go in the right direction. But still, those guns, I mean, Barely any utility we're seeing on the Fragsters, that's the first thing. And if one very strong coordinated push comes towards any of the sites, it could be very well working for Nordavind, as they have that bit of weaponry advantage, you could say. Sotka trying to take Ivy together with his teammates. Stabin just disappearing from that position. Now going to turn around and suddenly sees opponents coming at him. Gonna make the move. They're gonna come out. And Ready Faction and Co. Now, where do your sights are going? It might not end too well. It doesn't. Stavin just on a triple with a FAMAS. And Nordavind, well, you don't really like what you're seeing here. Backer on 9.5. Force or not? Because Sotka basically can't really buy up properly and follow it, but they rather not give an additional round here to Fragsters. Let's see what they can do with the pistols. They might just prank them out quite massively. Nate goes deep. Second comes in. Sotka hates it. Halcirk just running away from the entire action, while at the same time Savis tries to come down to the B side. He is on the B side right now. And he's lucky enough the Molo isn't doing anything to him at the moment. No elevating flames for the moment. There it comes. Savis probably has been hurt. Taken out in the end. Ready Faction to be the final one, trying to tap away Bubsky. This is not really the case. (13-10). Nordavind, what are you gonna do about it? Fast pace, slow pace, Galil, and as well as that UMP. Are those modern muskets from Nordavind finally making it work? Because you gotta ask yourselves, with that major nade presence, why do you still go Ivy? That's... I mean, it's the second time happening, so, well, you don't really necessarily need to give it to them. Refresh on the other side of the map, finding two. That's getting a little tougher for Halcirk. Sotka as well as Ready Faction. Therefore, you need to consider where you want to go. We're just going for a bit of information on the B side. Doesn't even matter. Dragonfly finds Halcirk. Right faction, he has some big balls down in those pants. Tries to duel against two. One of them being an AWP. Gets taken out at the end without any major surprise. Seems like Sotka, yeah, you're not gonna have many more opportunities there. To his right-hand side, Torben does not go aggressively against him. I'm not quite sure if Refresh has heard that, but well, regarding that he just moved away, that has been hurt. Right now, once more, it's gonna be that terrorist site coming in with a buy. Fragsters, they're coming closer. Savis needs to talk about this, and he needs to talk about this big time. And let's see, dualies on Becker is a little bit of an unusual investment, but unusual times and tough times, they ask for unusual measures. Sotka flying already in the process, Steven. A bit onto Hellsark. That's not too much of a surprise. Nordavind are giving this round away. Not even a problem being under the 2k barrier. I mean, that additional bit of money they're getting is quite decent. Ready faction coming in left, right, and left, right. Tries to find it. No chance. It's gonna be Nordavind. And lots of Fragsters come closer. And the AK is right now in the hands of those Norwegians. They really want to close this case ASAP, which they probably want to. Right now. Right now, or it will get a tiny bit problematic. Mexico, first of all, not focusing. We see that they are very, very scared of Ivy right now. Fragsters have done it quite well with consistently putting pressure onto that position. Pop Dog not finding anything, first of all. Players rather moved back onto the site, and this might make it so damn tricky. Steven finds Ready Faction, a crucial individual already down the drain. And Steven just keeping his position. Steven finds another. It's gonna get more and more trickier. Becker, Hellsark, and Sevis still get that bomb down, but there's a denied planter. And Dragonfly is there to find more and more. Becker just silently sneaks around the site. The flashbang makes his heart so goddamn hard. 13 to 13. Welcome to the tie, and welcome to possible comeback from Fragsters. Sevis. The rest of the team are starting up with pistols. It's Ready Faction ripping up the face of one. Torben doesn't take too much damage from that. Rotation is now coming in. Do you really consider to go B-side now? Do you really consider going B-side now? It's gonna be a tough time. The Molo's gonna pop. They're all pushing one. Bubsky finds too many. And that's logically something you don't really want to be in. Ready Faction needs to do it all on his own. Sprays down another. Comes here for the AK, a single bullet left. Switches over to another one. And he's already on that triple. He needs to secure it for Nordavind. And that would be so goddamn crucial. The Fragsters have all the money they're looking for. Whilst at the same time, Nordavind is barely having any economic reserves. And he's shot. Ready Faction now knows. He heard the 5.56 bullets come out of the barrel. This is unbelievable if he really does that this way. He expects Steven to come. Doesn't grab the AK. There he has been hurt. Goes for the smoke. Players are not coming by. No one just visiting in yet. Oh no, and he stands quite open. Oh no, this is a timing! You hate to see it. Steven finding Ready Faction. He had the right kind of idea, but he couldn't make it work in the end. And therefore, Fragsters are on the number 14. Closing this out is very possible right now for the Danes. Ready Faction leading this. Savage down to 7 to 21. Painful it is. But the major investment from Nordavind is going to work out this time. Only single man holding down that B site. Torben has the kind of idea backer. Should be taken out. He still finds that frag somehow. And Sotka. Refresh, you gotta be kidding me. He still holds that angle. And that's Savis and the rest of the team finding frags left, right, and center. Boopski on his own. 14-14 seems to be secured. The money is no problem for Fragsters. Not a single second. That's gonna be the easiest part for them. But I can imagine that Nordavind, after losing 6 in a row, right now they needed this certain bit of relief, you know, where you just now feel, okay, we can still easily beat them. Those are Fragsters. We have to take them out on their own map pick. Right now we're gonna strike big time. Can Stavin and Cole bring it to number 15? It will be shut down early on. No, it will be shut down early on. Yep, that doesn't look good at all. Refresh finding a double, Bipski with another. The speed becoming the victim. Right now, I'm more likely Nordavind becoming a victim of the speed. Second smoke popped in, Sokta taken out. Savis, you need to clutch this. You need to ace it in case, well, you want to see this go in their favor. Savis to his right, refresh stands. Oh no. Just pass each other. And he thought everything's clear, he didn't retrieve the bump yet. Savis has so many movement options. He probably doesn't expect that anyone is out there at the moment. This comes. Tries to play at close range. Only 2 opponents up ahead. Peek. He knows. That is a little bit too dangerous. Considers to do it, dies in the end. That buy from Nordavind is not really satisfying. Fast-paced, let's go. And that's Becker somehow surviving. No idea how. Seems like we got that 16-14 up ahead. Seems like we're going on map number 3, and seems like Ready Faction and Co. give the opponent a possible victory. We still got Ready Faction alive, though. So I don't want to call it off yet. The guy has previously shown us what he's able to do. I know, he spotted it. He knows where one of them is. Probably jump down, should have the information for Eddie. That's an AWP from Stavin. He peeks. Oh, nearly in that AWP. It now knows 35 HP. This life doesn't go easier. 16-14. That's unfortunate. That could have ended so goddamn differently. You would have expected this to go a different kind of way. You would have expected that we might see Nordavind coming at us with that train to... Oh, it wasn't the case. They were up 12-8 or something. 12-7 if I'm not totally wrong. And it didn't make it work. Sad story for the Norwegians. Great one for the Danes. And we'll go on map number 3 in just a second. What we're going to see, it's very simple. It's going to be the lovely Dust 2. I'm not a fan of this map. I don't really like it for many reasons, but we're going to watch it anyway. You're going to tune in. We're going to have a fun time on our final one. This is the first of 2 matches of today. The first best of 3. Afterwards, Dream Eaters versus Euronics. First of all, we need to know who's going to pick up the first win here in Group D. We'll just be right back here at Starler to CSEN. I'm Zesht. Just be right back.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. and 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.